Amazon released this video game anthology series recently, and the stories are rather eclectic. There's no unifying theme or genre or plot that holds the series together. They're all based on video games, and that's about the only thing that binds this series together. And this is perhaps what diluted the viewing experience for me a little. I also recognized only 4 of the games featured in the series: Unreal Tournament, Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer 40,000, and Pac Man. The rest were completely new to me, and I don't know if that also sort of took away something from my watching experience. But these things, they didn't completely derail my feelings for the series. I still liked the series quite a bit. There are 15 episodes in the season, and I think I liked most of the episodes of the show. We had the first episode, which is the Dungeons and Dragons episode, about a band of warriors battling an evil that is not restricted to any physical form. It was a nice episode, sure. It looked like the good guys will win. Wait, are they the good guys? I don't know. Anyway, it looks like they'll win, and the episode ends with them just standing up against the bad guy. But really, the antagonist they're fighting is just too epic for them to face, so I don't know if them winning is how the story ends. The next episode is based on a game called Sifu. It's a story about a man who goes out to seek revenge and loses age as a result of his fights. It's a nice concept, losing age as you fight, and this is a nice little story, but it had no real soul beyond what we see. There's nothing under the hood except for a little revenge story. The Once and Future King is a pretty awesome story about a king voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger who gets stuck on an island and realizes he can die many times and come back to life. And he's a pretty useless warrior, really. He tries to rule the island but fails miserably, and it's nice. It's a nice story with a nice little model at its heart. The next story is a kick-ass story based on Unreal Tournament. It has these automated bots, the bots you fight in the video game. These bots gain sentience and rebel against the powers that be. It's got some neat little action sequences, and it's fun to watch. The next episode is based on Warhammer 40,000, and again it looks absolutely brilliant. I don't think I understood what the story was trying to say, but it looked brilliant. The story based on Pac Man was next, which is a neat little concept they explored, something more than what we see on the surface in the old arcade game. I like the animation, I like the story, and I was wondering how they'd connect the whole thing to Pac Man, but by the end that mystery was cleared up. The short story based on Crossfire was confusing, really, in the sense that I didn't really understand what the point of the short was. Things happen, people fight, and then they end. That's it. The Armoured Core story features Keanu Reeves, and the only reason I like the short is because of Keanu Reeves. The Company We Keep is based on The Outer Worlds, another game I don't know, but this is sort of a heartbreaking story about a boy who travels to a planet, takes part in a science experiment, loses his hands, his legs, all different parts of his body, just so he can spend some time with the woman he loves. It's a sad story about this boy in love with this woman, but it's also the story about this woman who sort of does these hideous genocidal things, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to feel about this woman. Odyssey, based on a game called Exodus, is a nice little science fiction tale about a man chasing his daughter across galaxies hoping to bring her home while she ages more rapidly than he does. It's a nice story, but now that I sit down and think about it, it's not such a nice story. I don't like it now. But maybe that's what entertainment is supposed to do, make you happy while you're watching the thing. Whatever your feelings are after the fact, it doesn't really matter. The short based on Mega Man, the Spelunky, the Concord, the Honor of Thieves, these are mostly uninteresting shots, and I don't think I want to talk about any of these really. The last shot, called Playtime Fulfillment, which is not based on any game, felt sort of pointless as well. It's a shot that felt like a Fortnite homage, but it's not really a Fortnite homage. Anyway, the game features Kratos from God of War in one scene, and it sucked. This scene sucked. It sucked that Kratos was just in a blink and you'll miss it scene. They should have just had an entire episode based around Kratos. This was an uneven season, sure. I still mostly liked it though. I know it sounds like I didn't like the show towards the end of whatever I was saying there, but I liked it. I liked Secret Level, and I hope they make another season. I'm going to go now. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that to the channel, and I will see you next time.